money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways. Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert. Don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dots in it, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Prescott on 1st down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Prescott going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You go 46. 26.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
26.
Second down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, over here. Right there. You go 46, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A first down throw for Prescott. A little dump off for Corral. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry now for Crowell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, here's Crowell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
You go 46, 46.
Here's Prescott. They're able to locate Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's a give to Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
46.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive at 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. It's Geis on the counter. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call. But unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, incomplete. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
go 47.
A second down throw for Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Crowell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And Crowell lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And got his man. Complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Oh, he may have got lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there.
Right,
they elect to go on 4th and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. First down, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Keenum. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Keenum. Wilson snags it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The counter. It's Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. Here's Keenum to throw. Going underneath for Crowell. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Rosas now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked,
this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Mostert now to return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6. Here's Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got its man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kiki QT, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Down.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you just...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Keenum, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it's Keenum. And Graham's got it over the middle. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Keenum. A little dump off for Corral. And now running right through it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Keenum now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To the air again. Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
22.
Again, Keenum. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it being now a one-possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That changes the whole mindset for them. And if you're the guys who just blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play. Could have been a one-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll check it down to Geis. Still going. They can't stop him. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Geis receives the pitch, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there on third down. 49 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit! Hey! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Watch it now, Barney! No, check, Patriot!
Here we go with Geis, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Keenum now on first down. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a first down throw. Keenum. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Throwing again is Keenum. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lucky 56.
On the ground, Geis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you go.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.